Wow, I mean, I want to apologize for one thing. Mourinho spoke and he gave his press conference this morning at 10 a.m. and I'm live now, which it's almost 6 p.m. here in Italy, because that Formula 1 race got me sitting on the sofa for at least 3 hours. Comment in the live chat if you were Team Lewis or Team Max. But you know, we're back, and tomorrow we're playing against La Spezia on a Monday night. And today Mourinho answered his usual questions about the team. There were a fair amount of transfer market questions today, so that's interesting. And then to conclude the press conference, Mourinho said something which, as Roma fans, we should be extremely proud for our manager to have said. But without further ado, let's get cracking onto this press conference. Obviously, if you're new here, please subscribe. We're getting closer to 1.7k. And like this live stream, let's smash 10 likes by the end of this short live stream. Do it. We can do it. Right. The first question, obviously, is without a doubt one of the big questions which, you know, us Roma fans want to know about tomorrow's match. And it's Borja Mayoral and Tammy up front again. I would definitely start both of them. I think if they both start tomorrow, both of them will get scoring. But to be honest with you, this is what Mourinho said. The question obviously was linked with... the question was, obviously you know Thiago Motta, which is the Spezia manager, really well. And a personal memory of yours. So the first question is, will the Mayoral-Abraham couple be there and start tomorrow? And this is what Mourinho said. People think I met Thiago at Inter from the treble, but I knew him when he was a kid at Barcelona. Every now and then they sent me to coach the academy team at Barcelona, and I met him there. I have good memories of him being one of mine, and I always look at all my former footballers who became coaches out of curiosity. In this case, this weekend is different because we are opponents, but before and after the game, I have a lot of affection for him. Borja, Tammy, it's true, they played extremely well, but it's also true that we don't have Zaniolo, Pellegrini, El Shaarawy, Carles Perez. They're always an option, but Shomurodov can play or Felix can play as well. We have some options there. I'm happy because they have scored goals as a role of a striker many times, mainly for public opinion. It's not enough to play well. The numbers are important, and for Tammy to get back scoring and for Borja to score a beautiful goal is important important above all of their esteem. So, you know, the question here is, alright, we can talk about, you know, Thiago Motta, okay? They knew each other. Mourinho, you know, they've got a good bond. They've got a good affection. So obviously tomorrow there will be a great image from of them together. And as Mourinho said, tomorrow they will be opponents, but overall in life outside of a football pitch, they're friends, you know. Mourinho said that he coached Thiago Motta, so obviously Thiago Motta will have aspired some things from the Mourinho way of play. But you know, we don't care about Thiago Motta. The thing we care about is Borja Mayoral and Tammy. Now we've got an interesting thing which will suggests that these two players will start tomorrow, and this is directly coming from Mourinho's mouth, and it's we don't have Zaniolo, Pellegrini, El Shaarawy, Carles Perez. So, you know, the option is here. Abraham's gonna start because, you know, we've seen Abraham starting basically every match. So the big question is not Abraham starting or not. The big question is, will Tammy start next to Abraham or will Shomurodov start? But it's not just a battle between Shomurodov and Borja Mayoral, because Felix is back from the COVID. He got tested negative a few days ago. He trained full day on Friday, full day on Saturday, and full day on Thursday. So he's ready to get back scoring. So to be honest with you, a match against La Spezia, which it's extremely important, but the fact that we've got a more important match on Saturday against Atalanta might mean that, you know, Mourinho wants to keep Borja Mayoral for that match. So starting Felix, I think, is an option. I think I wouldn't mind starting Felix, to be honest with you. But the question is, will Mourinho start Felix? I'm not too sure. Because Mourinho doesn't like underestimating opponents. And Borja Mayoral and Tammy guarantees you at least a goal. So, I think overall, I think Borja and Tammy will start tomorrow. But if Felix starts, I won't be surprised. If Shomurodov starts, I'll kind of be surprised because I think Borja Mayoral deserves it more. But, we don't underestimate teams. So, obviously, it's Mourinho's decision. We'll see tomorrow. And yeah, so this is the first question, he was extremely happy of the way they played together, Tammy and Borja, the way they bonded together, the way that they both scored a goal. It's extremely, extremely, extremely important for Mourinho. Plus, in this scenario where Zaniolo's unavailable, Pellegrini's unavailable, and many players are unavailable in general, retrieving new players is always a massive thing. So, Mourinho's extremely happy from Borja Mayoral. And to be honest with you, as a Roma fan, I won't be surprised if Borja Mayoral refuses to leave Roma in January. Because right now, before the match against CSKA Sofia, he wasn't playing much, and he asked Roma to be sold to Fiorentina. But after that match against CSKA Sofia, if Mourinho will start him more, don't expect Borja Mayoral leaving, because I don't think he will. Right, look, the second question is something to do with the defense, which in the last match against CSKA Sofia was nothing special. Smalling wasn't there. Smalling, I think, will be back for this match. We needed the experience, the leader in defense. But instead of talking about the centre backs, it's more of a question related to the right back and the left back. Because if you think about it, without Spinazzola, Calafiori being unfit, the really two big options Mourinho has are always Vigna and Korsdorp, unless you obviously want to experiment with academy players. But the question is, if you go with a three-man defense, it means that, Vigna and Korsdorp will have to take the position of attackers and defenders. Have you spotted a player who can take over either Korsdorp or Vigna until El Shaarawy is out? And this relates to squad depth once again, because, let's see because as Roma fans, we know that the squad depth is shit. This is what Mourinho thinks. It's difficult. It's really difficult. At the moment, there aren't many possibilities to play four-handed because we don't have El Shaarawy. Shomurodov can play on the wing, but that's not his role. We don't have many solutions. Mkhitaryan obviously can in a system where there are three to play in the position of Korsdorp or Vigna, but there is nothing else. It really is like that. And I think the fact, Mourinho said it's really like that is an emphasis to the transfer market. Now, the next question is a transfer market question. But just to alarm you, in this press conference, Mourinho said one important thing. And this important thing is no big players will join Roma in January. And, we'll talk about how that relates to this current situation. But, even in a position where El Shaarawy is not available, Mourinho doesn't have options. And this is why we keep on seeing Vigna play and Korsdorp play and Vigna play and Korsdorp play, without... Until Spinazzola's back, these two players will start every single match unless one of them is injured. So the depth, Mourinho needs depth. Mourinho needs players. And this is... The only thing concerning from Thiago Pinto is that I don't think he's giving these players this wanted depth to his manager. So, Mourinho once again is emphasizing the need of more players. So, this leads us on to our third to last, our most important probably question of the press conference, which is, there are difficulties in finding alternatives on the wing. It is shortly until... it's obviously, we're coming towards January. Is the priority always a midfielder, or are there new trends and needs? And this is long. Mourinho actually used up quite a lot of time answering this question. And he said, first of all, I take advantage with the question to let it be clear once more that I am not disappointed from our summer transfer market, because it was a reaction market to our problems. It's not true that the club did not want to give me a midfielder. I have identified it as a need for the team, but we did not fight because the owner or the manager were not in favor. Ours was a reactive market, and for this reason we could not have everything we wanted. It's something that, of course, I'm sorry, because I always want to have the best possible squad to compete for the most important things. But the first truth is, however, that from the beginning I understood the difficulties. If in January it will not be possible to do something, that's what we all want. But something is not a crazy big investment or even similar to a possible investment in summer market windows. In January, it will be a market to give a little more balance. And in this sense, once more, we are all three, director, coach, and president on the same line. There is no difference of opinion. Let's see if with my ideas and the possibilities we can do something, because obviously for this second part of the season, it's even more important. A lot of time on this question, and I think we should spend a lot of time on this question as well. Because the first thing Mourinho did is that, he is kind of, in a way, saying that all the rumors of him saying that he wasn't happy with the transfer market, there were a few disputes between him and Thiago Pinto, is not true. And this is, it's important for the reputation with fans. Because unfortunately, fans believe every single thing that the press and the media cover on Google, on YouTube, or everything. That's the problem with social media. So the fans, obviously, the 1 second they read something which goes, Mourinho is not happy with the transfer market AS Roma made, the fans start going, oh my god, Mourinho, Pinto, buy the players to Mourinho, or otherwise Mourinho, the first thing you wanted to do to break down this question is, I was never unhappy, for the transfer market that this team did in January, because this links back to all the things which, link up why Mourinho chose to manage a club like Roma. Because Mourinho knows that this club is not a rich club, and he's used to Tottenham, he's used to Man United, he used to Chelsea. No, he wanted a challenge. And challenges with these clubs are not only in the way you play, in the way you compete, but also in the transfer market, And Mourinho is kind of defending Thiago Pinto here, saying that, no, I was not disappointed because Thiago Pinto didn't give me the players. Because it was a constructive trying to find a balanced transfer market. It's too easy. It's impossible for this club, to spend God knows how much money on one single player, which can then maybe revolt your entire team or maybe be an absolute failure. It's impossible. This team cannot afford to spend, as I repeat, God knows how much money on one single player. Because if that player results in a failure, then bam, screw it. Waste of money. And the transfer market that just happened in the summer is the transfer market to try and find a balance. So obviously, Mourinho wasn't expecting AS Roma to buy him Cristiano Ronaldo, to buy him Jack Grealish. No, it's a transfer market to find the balance. And, he's saying the same thing about the January transfer market. He's saying to us, fans, AS Roma fans, do not expect, AS Roma to buy top players in January. Even though we're coming towards the most important part of the season, it all links to the economic problems. It all links to this club not being a rich club, and it all links to the fact that the transfer market in January, obviously, we need to buy some players. Obviously, there will be, new players at Roma, but don't expect top players because it's, they're starting to search for players in January which, can maybe dig a deep hole, maybe influence this team, but won't cost much money. And then, if the objectives come, if, some money from the Europa Conference League will obviously be coming, then this summer, we can think about bigger plans. But this is important because, Mourinho wants the depth, but he's conscious, the fact that this club can't do everything Mourinho wants, and he knows this now. He knows this. So it's once again, I think I really like how he's trying to defend the Thiago Pinto and the Fredkins as well, because listen to this. It's a smart move because he knows he's told us in many press conferences how much the assistance from fans and the support from fans is important. Up to now, which is the 12th of December 2021, the fans have always, even after that 6-1 defeat, been with this club. You cannot tell me one single moment where the fans went against AS Roma and just the entire project this year. Obviously, there are those dickheads which obviously always criticize, but that's normal. But the majority of fans have always been, passionate, stuck together with the team. And this is a smart move defending Thiago Pinto and the Fredkins, because what's happening? If Mourinho wasn't gonna admit this in his press conference, and if social media was to conquer the reputation with fans and with the, with the team, this is what's gonna happen. Mourinho, a fan reads something from a newspaper or from an online newspaper, right? A fan reads it, and this thing says Mourinho doesn't like the transfer market. Mourinho is blaming Thiago Pinto. What do the fans do? They're gonna start blaming Thiago Pinto. And what does Thiago Pinto do? He starts blaming, it will create a sense of confusion. And the fact that Mourinho has defended Thiago Pinto is also a sign of reputation with fans and keeping the passion, the support all together. Right. Now, second to last question is a very short one. Will Felix be back? And Mourinho said he is. And there's a chance of him starting tomorrow. I highly doubt he will start. I think he could easily get subbed in. And now the last question is what I think is one of the most important things, which is, as Roma fans, we need to really appreciate. Now, this is not a question. This is not a question. It was just Mourinho wanting to say this in the press conference, because he knows fans and players will probably watch this. Because towards the end of the press conference, Mourinho said, I am happy at Roma. Because, he, probably himself, obviously, has heard many rumors of him going around in these last couple of weeks, in these last couple of, days. There were rumors of him going to Everton. At the end of the press conference, he said, I am happy at Roma. So, once again, it's a sign that he wants to be with the fans, and he needs the fans to be with him. He has no intention right now, the 12th of December 2021, of leaving AS Roma. He has no intention of leaving AS Roma with all the fans supporting him, all the fans singing even when they lose 3-0 against Inter Milan. He doesn't want to do that to the fans, He, at the end of the day, is bullshitting all the rumors, all the social media bullshit, and is going, it's just a simple line with no further explanation. I am happy at Roma. And, the morale, he's someone who, as I said last week, he accepted a challenge. He knew that the first months wouldn't, his entire career, managing career at Roma, he knows that it will be a hard one. He knows that not everything will go to plan. But he wanted this challenge, he accepted this challenge, and the 12th of December, after many rumors of him going to Everton, after many rumors of him trying to leave Roma because he wasn't happy, today he said, I am happy at Roma and have no intention of leaving them right now, which is important to end this live stream. Why is Justin Kluivert under on loan? This summer there were like, everyone was saying Mourinho didn't like Kluivert on there, but I agree. There are two players which I think can give an important touch to this team. So if things go bad, I would definitely consider getting them back. Jose is going according to what is there to spend, so we expect average players coming in. And if we lose against the top teams that have spent £200 million on squad, then we should not blame Jose. I really like Marcus Senesi, the centre-back from Feyenoord. He's very strong defensively and also good technically and can pass really good as well. If I could make one signing, it would be him. Speaking about centre-backs, you know who I really like? The the Wolfsburg TikTok defender. What's his name again? Lacroix. I think he's great. I would buy him. And yeah, I mean, yeah, lads and lasses, it was it. This is the live stream. Positive mood, positive vibes are on this live stream. Thinking about tomorrow, winning. Because I can guarantee you Lazio's not going to win today. So, guaranteed, Lazio is not going to win today. Juventus drew yesterday. Good moment to win. Good moment to build the momentum back. If you're new here, please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. It takes 2 seconds and it supports all of us so much. We're getting closer and closer to 1.7k. So please subscribe. Like this live stream. Follow me here on Instagram at @lowerscore the Simon Show. Subscribe to my second channel down below. Link is down below. And comment in the live chat if you were Team Lewis or Team Max in these last seconds before I end this. In the meantime, I'm going to update you on the... While you do that, I'm going to update you when it comes to Lazio. Lazio, match started 5 minutes ago, but it's 0-0. 0-0 between... It's Sassuolo, they're tough. So yeah, Team Lewis or Team Max. I was actually Team Lewis. I think he's the GOAT. The Formula 1 GOAT, but I appreciate Max. We can't always win. Lewis can't always win, but I was Team Lewis. Right. Let me quickly... There's one last thing. We should be realistic. Choose between Dzeko Perisic versus Tammy Zaniolo. I mean... Yes, I understand your point, but Dzeko Perisic are way more older than Tammy and Zaniolo. So I think you should compare Tammy and Zaniolo with Dzeko to Perisic when Tammy and Zaniolo are both the ages Dzeko and Perisic are up right now. Right, lads and lasses, set a reminder tomorrow for the live watch along. Monday night, we've got all the pressure to win. So I think we will. I think the 3 points will come, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Simon out.